It would appear that your visits here have been a waste of my time.
You bastard.
Oh, look, Chrissie, don't make a fool of yourself.
Well, it's all right for you, ain't it? You can go home to your wife every night. What am I supposed to do?
Look, Chrissie, come in. Well, that'll be all for now anyway, Chrissie. You can stay working in the laundry. Send the next girl in,
There you are. How does it feel, eh? You being a prisoner for a change, eh? Well, I'm talking to you.
Leave her alone.
And you can shut up or I'll start on you. Looks like you're going to be here for a long time, doesn't it, eh? Oh, your family are going to miss you. Where's your big, strong husband now, eh? Why don't he come and help you? I bet you wish you were at home right now in bed with him, don't you?
So do you.
I'm warning you. Hands up. Stop it.
All right. Who's next?
Are you satisfied? Have you got what you wanted? Bill Jackson's dead!
You. Outside.
Why?
You don't want to get involved, do you?
Here, look. Leave me alone. I haven't done anything. Bea, I wasn't siding with Frankie against you. I was just bored.
We're not interested in what side you're on. We're interested in Bill Jackson.
I told you she did it. I saw her pick up the scissors.
That's probably what gave you the idea to use them. Unfortunately for you, Marilyn's boyfriend saw you.
But he must have made a mistake. There were loads of women milling around. It could have been any of them.
And he wasn't mistaken. He was quite positive. Now, we're not having the police hanging around making everyone's life a bloody misery. You just own up. Or we'll make you wish you'd never been born.
Frankie, you in there?
Trouble.
Frankie, it's me, Chrissie Latham. You've got to help me. It's Bea. She's after me.
What do you expect me to do about it? Locked up in here.
Well, can't you get some of your mates to protect me?
Haven't got any mates.
Oh, Frankie, you've got to do something. Look, I helped you in the riot. They're going to kill me.
What's she picking on you for?
I told you because I helped you in the riot.
You killed Bill Jackson.
No.
I should have known the way you were carrying on. Everyone knew you had the hots for him. What did he do? Knock you back?
Well, what if he did? What's it to you?
What's it to me? I'm stuck in here while Bea's taken over because of you.
Bullshit! Bea beat you fair and square and you know it.
Yeah, well, now she's going to fix you fair and square. But I hope she doesn't kill you because I'd like to wring your bloody neck. You little bitch, just wait till I get out of here.
I should have known better than to expect help from a bull dyke like you. You wouldn't even know what it was to want a man.
Yeah, well, you won't know what it's like for too much longer. Why don't you just go off and bloody kill yourself? Save us all a lot of trouble. Hey, Bea, here she is.
That's right. Lock the door. We don't want to be disturbed, do we?
Oh, Bea, can I get us a look?
Recognize these? I'm sure you do. They're very sharp. Just like the other ones. See? Remember that movie we saw on telly the other week? What was it called? 5 Branded Women, that's right. It was about these women that got off with the Nazis during the war. Afterwards, their mates shaved their heads, so everyone knew they were traitors. I suppose you could do the same thing with scissors. Of course, they might slip, taking an eye or something. Grab her.
Come on, Bea.
What's going on?
Well, it's Chrissie. Found her cutting up her clothes. Next thing, she's cutting up her hair. Well, we had to forcibly restrain her.
Don't give us that, Smith. You know the penalty for assaulting another prisoner.
It's true. Ask Chrissie.
Well, speak up. Needn't be afraid of Smith. You'll be protected.
Go on, love. Tell him what happened.
It was me. I killed your husband.
You say when you first picked up the scissors, you had no intention of stabbing Bill Jackson.
That's right.
Well, what did you intend to do with them?
I meant to stab her.
What made you change your mind?
It wouldn't have done any good. He still wouldn't have wanted me.
And that's why you stabbed him.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what it's like, do you? Locked up night after night without a man.
Oh, thanks to you, I'm about to find out.
That's enough, Meg.
Do you mean that's enough? It was my husband who was killed. I'm at least entitled to my say.
Well, if it isn't dear old Meg Jackson. Bet you're really glad to see me, eh?
That bastard.
Oh, what's wrong?
Jim Fletcher. I've been set up. Here, you'll have to do the admissions. I'm sorry.
Meg, what's wrong? Oh, it's nice to know you're welcome.
No sign of head lice?
Told you were wasting your time. Now, do I take my clothes off?
No, Chrissie, you don't.
Oh, you and me, Doc. We'd go really well together.
If you don't mind, I want to check your ears.
My ears? Oh, come on, Doc. I can do better than that.
Chrissie, I've had enough of this.
Oh, I haven't done anything yet.
Miss Meadows, take her out of here, please.
But we haven't finished the examination.
We'll resume it later when you're not in such a playful mood.
Oh, anyway, plenty of time later, eh, Doc? Oh, Doctor. Good day, Lizzie, you old bag.
Oh, Chrissie.
Chrissie Latham?
Inside Birdsworth, you too, Anderson.
Barnhurst was never dull. That's what you ought to have here. Men and women all in together.
All together? Oh.
Well, as good as. Of course, we weren't supposed to mix. But where there's a will...
I'd rather have a good bottle of whiskey.
Oh, we used to sneak on over there at night. Me and a couple of the other girls to the men's block. One of the screws would leave the gate open for us. We used to have parties.
What did the screw get for leaving the gate open?
Oh, what do you think?
God, man, to have to be hard up to have a woman with a laugh like that.
What do you mean?
You sound bloody dangerous.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something. They were lining up at Barnhurst.
Oh, yeah, I bet they were.
Like I was saying, we used to have these parties. And this particular night, I got a bit full.
You could get grog in there.
Of course we did.
Oh,
Anyhow, this night, I decided to do a strip. So here I am, right in the middle of it, when the door opens, and in walks the governor. You've never seen people move so fast. Under the beds, out the back door. One poor bloke, he tried to hide behind the stove and he nearly set himself on fire. But I didn't bat an eyelid. I just went right on stripping. And the governor, he sits right down, waits for me to finish, and then he takes me home with him.
Oh, that's all bull.
So you reckon it's all ball, do you, Doreen?
hey, leave her alone. Come on, if we got to share a cell, we got to get on together.
Yeah, well, if you want to share a cell with me, sweetheart, you're going to have to tone it right down now that Frankie's not here to protect you.
Now, you can just wash this muck off, Latham.
Just reminding myself I can still look like a woman, not a dog.
Been scavenging in the rubbish, have you? Where you belong. Well, the next time you decide to go walkabout, let an officer know, or we won't be able to answer for your safety.
Why? Who are you trying to protect me from? You afraid Jackson's going to have a go at me?
Just stay out of her way.
Oh, yeah, sure. What chance have I got of keeping clear of a screw? especially when she's out to get me.
You don't have to worry about Mrs. Jackson. If I were you, I'd be worrying about facing B. Smith.
I've handled tougher ones than that in Barnhurst.
And it shows. But now's your chance to prove it. You can't have special supervision all the time. You'll fit in with these other women. But first, you're going to scrub this stuff off.
Are you afraid the doc or Mr. Fletcher might look twice at me?
They wouldn't waste their breath on you, Latham.
But Miss Bennett, it's not their breath I'm interested in.
Funny how the dregs always turn up.
You ought to know.
See you here, Greyback. Pity it wasn't permanent. Maybe I should have gone for the face.
You ever come near me again and I'll tear your eyes out.
You two are going to have to learn to get on a lot better than that.
Well, I thought you'd be hoping the opposite, Vera.
Don't push me, Smith.
I meant what I said the last time I saw you. It was you I was going to kill, not your husband. Why would I have wanted to hurt Bill? We had a real nice thing going for us. I figured if I got rid of you, I'd have done him a favor. Liar! He used to tell me he wanted a younger woman. Someone with a bit of fun. A bit of life. Come on, Mrs. Jackson. Let's show the governor a few bruises, eh? Oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you? Well, now let me tell you something. For as long as you're in this prison, if you ever mention Bill's name again, I'll make sure that every minute of every day will be as unpleasant as I can possibly make it for you.
It's a pity Mrs. Jackson didn't do the job for me.
You still need others to do your dirty work, do you?
No. No, I'm going to enjoy sorting you out myself this
You
time.
lay into me and I'll kill you.
I thought we might be able to have a chat first. Maybe the only thing you understand is a good thrashing.
Get me.
Listen, what is the ring? Where do you want us, Latham? Let her go!
You're gonna kill me, Mrs. Jackson. All I wanted to do was to talk and all. She just wanted to thump me.
Bloody lie, you started it.
Both of you, out! Mrs. Davidson can decide what to do with you tomorrow. Mrs. Jackson. Nothing.
Night, everyone. Oh, I'm gonna sleep like a log. Good night, love.
Good night, Lizzie.
Miss Bennett, I want to see the doctor.
What's the matter with you? Well?
I've got an upset stomach, if you must know. The food in here's enough to give
It
me.
won't be until later.
Maybe Mr. Fletcher would like to escort me.
Less I have to do with you, Latham, the better.
Oh, Fletch, you want to watch it? I remember the last bloke that turned down a certain little maggot.
You shut your face.
It's probably just a virus. Can't be sure without a proper examination.
When you do examine me, Doctor, can we have a bit of privacy? Or maybe Miss Bennett could learn something.
You're disgusting.
Take one now and one after your meal. If it hasn't cleared up by tomorrow, come and see me again.
I look forward to it, Doctor. Especially if I can shake off my watchdog.
Get out, Latham.
She was going berserk.
I didn't do it, I swear it. It was them.
Must be because you weren't talking to her, Vera. Didn't mean to push her over the deep end.
No, she went right off like that, Miss Bennett.
Lying.
We'll soon put a stop to your little tantrums. You can sleep in that mess tonight. The damages will come out of your wages. And I'm sure Mrs. Davidson will be very interested to know that you've been playing around with these.
You're just siding with them, you dried-up old maid.
Report to me tomorrow. I'm sure I can find a few jobs to clean out your dirty little mouth. And the rest of you, get out of here.
No, it's sad. It's really sad. It's always the tough ones who go first.
I'll get you, Smith. Just you wait.
Mrs. Davidson, it's Dr. Miller here. Look, I think the drugs cabinet has been broken into.
Latham, come here. Lift your arms.
Make sure you search all the right places, Vera. With a girl like that, you never know where she might hide things.
Where have you been? Where were you just coming from? Why weren't you in your cell?
You put her on dunny duty.
We'll get back to it.
Better wash your hands, Vera, after what you've been handling.
I'd like to wash my hands of the lot of you. Latham, where are you? You've been vomiting.
How did you guess?
Come with me.
No. I'll be all right. Don't worry, I'll get back to my work.
You're coming to see the governor.
Okay, I was sick. So what? It's no big deal. It's not surprising the muck you get to eat in here.
I see. So you think it was the food that made you sick?
Yeah, probably. I had a bit of gut trouble the other day. I saw the doc and he gave me some pills. I thought it was just the end of that.
Did you eat your breakfast this morning?
Bit of it.
Was there any reason why you didn't finish your breakfast?
Just didn't want it.
Did it taste all right?
Like I said, the food in here's muck. Tastes like muck.
Apart from your obvious opinion of the food in here, I am trying to find out whether your breakfast tasted any different.
Oh, I don't think so. What are you getting at?
There are a number of women in here who do not like you, Latham. Do you think someone is out to get you?
I don't know how you mean, Mrs. Davidson. I have been feeling a bit funny, though, today. Yeah, it's different than what it was the other day.
Different in what way?
It's a lot worse. I spewed a lot more.
Oh, what's your language, Latham?
It's all right, Miss Bennett. Go on.
Do you reckon someone's trying to poison me, Mrs. Davidson? B. Smith would be happy to see me dead. She even said so this morning. Oh, what have they done to me, Mrs. Davidson? I've been feeling real dreadful.
You'll be all right, Latham. Bring Smith to me immediately.
Mr. Fletcher! One of the kids had it. They must have found it in the garden where Latham was working yesterday.
I'll take care of this. Come with me, you.
Come in.
It was found in the garden.
Well, now we have the evidence, Latham.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sure you do. It was you who stole the bottle of ipecac syrup.
What's that?
I'm told the syrup tastes so vile you couldn't possibly have it in your food without noticing it. You see, you are the only one who worked in the garden after the bottle was stolen. Why did you take it? Didn't you realize what it would do to you?
I think she was trying to set up Smith.
No, I wasn't.
Well, even if you weren't, Smith thinks you did. And from your point of view, that's just as bad.
Mrs. Davidson, it's up to you to protect me. God knows what Bee's going to do to me now.
I can't control a situation like this forever. If you didn't intend to set up B. Smith, you'd better tell us why you took the syrup. You have nothing to say? Then, Mr. Fletcher, I think you'd better take Latham to the laundry.
Well, well, well. Look who's come to join us. Been waiting for you.
I haven't done nothing to you.
Oh, yeah? I spent several hours in the pound because of you. You owe me, Chrissie, and I'm going to see you pay up.
You heard what she said, Mr. Fletcher? Stop her.
No, I can't waste my time looking after you. You better take care of this one yourself.
Fletcher! I want to see the governor. I've got something to tell her.
Well, I hope it's worth hearing.
Yeah.
Come on, then.
Scared the pants off her.
Well, I'm very busy. I hope you won't be wasting my time.
No, I won't, Mrs. Davidson.
Well, then.
Well, it's
Come on, get on with it.
a delicate situation, Mrs. Davidson. It's personal, you know.
Well, you can speak in front of Mr. Fletcher. Well, say what you have to say, or I'll send you back to the laundry.
All right. I took it myself to make myself sick. I'm pregnant. Oh, I've got to see a doctor.
All right, Latham, on your feet.
Oh,
That's quite enough. You're not dying.
where would you know? I could have died in the night for all you care.
With all that noise.
No.
Now, come on. You're going to see the doctor now.
It's not before time either. Fancy leaving a sick person alone all night without any medical attention. You could have called the doctor yesterday. It's sick. Cruel. That's all I can say.
If that was all you could say, I, for one, would be very grateful. Come on.
Sit down.
I am, aren't I?
I'm afraid you are, yes. I'd say at least 8 weeks.
Yeah, I knew it.
I shall want a blood test to send to pathology. Look, I've no intention of asking you how you managed it, but I would like some idea of what you plan to do.
Well, what do you reckon? What can I do? You're going to have to organise an abortion for me.
Now, who'd want to hurt Chrissie? Oh, not us. We wouldn't want to hurt her. Boiling in oil and finish her off like that wouldn't hurt a bit.
Just get moving. Oh, don't worry, Officer Barry. We wouldn't do nothing stupid. Not with an officer around. But mind you, for every sunny day, there is a very dark night.
They gone?
Yes.
I've got to see Dr. Miller.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure, yeah. You got to take me to him.
Oh, come off it, Latham. I'm not a wet nurse. I can't be dragging you all over the prison.
You listen to me. The governor said if I want to see the doctor, I can, so you have to. I just want to know if you've done anything about the abortion. Did you talk to the governor?
I haven't as yet, as a matter of fact. I wanted to have another talk with you first.
Oh, yeah? What about?
Under the circumstances, I don't think there'll be any objections, not officially at any rate, but I don't think you should make a decision like that as quickly as you did. I want you to think about it seriously for a couple of days before we go any further.
What's there to think about? I don't know nothing about kids. The problem is I've never had nothing to do with them except when I was one myself. And I haven't got much chance of finding out stuck in here, have I?
We do have a maternity wing here, you know.
Yeah, but what's the good of that? None of us is allowed near there unless you work there.
Well, I could probably arrange that for you. Would you like to work there?
I don't know. I wouldn't get no protection there, would I? Bea and the others would be out to get me.
You just said yourself, nobody's allowed near maternity unless they work there.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Could you fix it for me then, Doc?
You won't be just lounging about all day, you know. You'll have to work pretty hard, helping with the babies and so forth.
That's all right. Like you said, I might learn something about kids.
All right, then. I'll arrange it as soon as possible.
Thanks, Doc.
Ah, where are you going?
On the surgery. Don't come too close or I'll chuck all over you.
You gotta touch the morning chundas, eh? Ah, the joys of motherhood. Here. You still want to get rid of it?
Maybe.
I just thought I might be able to help you, that's all.
How?
Well, I could cut your bloody throat, that's how.
Oh, Bea, you promised.
Now, I just offered to help. I thought I could save her a lot of suffering.
Never you mind her. She's all bluff. Come on, I'll take you to the doctor.
Oh, dear.
What are you doing here anyway? You should be in the maternity wing in your condition. You've got to start looking after yourself now for the baby's sake.
You've got to have lots of fresh food, fresh fruit and vegetables and milk.
Oh, good. Come in.
Can I talk to you, Doc?
Yes, I was just about to send for you, actually. You're looking very subdued today.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the best.
Well, come and sit down. Well, Chrissie, all the arrangements have been made. You're to go and see the specialist the day after tomorrow, return here the same day, then spend a couple of days in the hospital for observation.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to see you about. Thanks for organising it, going to all that trouble and everything. But, you see, I don't want it.
Pardon?
The operation, I mean. I'm going to keep my baby. You know nothing about me.
And that's the way I want to keep it.
Well, let me tell you something for a change. I'm going to have this kid, and I'm going to keep it. But if it is taken away from me, I'm not giving you or anyone else the satisfaction of seeing me break down.
I don't imagine you would.
Because when I do get out, I'm going to get it back. Bit different to your mother, isn't it, Mrs. Jackson?
Shut up.
I'm going to have this kid. And I don't give a stuff if you believe me or not.
You couldn't stop thinking about yourself long enough to be a mother.
You know so much about mothers, don't you? You want to know about mine?
I'm not interested.
She was a drunk, a lush.
Out of my way.
She wasn't sober for more than 2 minutes. Couldn't even see me old man in slipping into my room. You try keeping your father out of your bed when you're 13. I went to her once for help, when I was too scared to even lock the door. Scared of what he might do to me. Yeah, I went to her for help. You know what she said? Have a drink. A drink. And she wrote herself off. So don't you go telling me about mothers and fathers and how to bring up a kid, because I've been there. And no kid of mine's ever going to feel she hasn't got a mother. Everyone out of here? Sam! Come on, get out. He's gone.
Get done with him. I'll kill you, Rosie! And how are you this morning?
Lousy. What are you doing here anyway?
Just came to see how you were.
Well, you've seen me, okay? Mrs. Jackson. I'm sorry, don't go. I'm sorry. It's just you being nice to me. No one's ever nice to me. It feels kind of funny, you know?
Maybe if you were a bit nicer to people, it'd happen more often.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need?
No, I don't think so. Has the doc said anything to you?
He's doing all he can, Chrissie. You couldn't get better attention.
Oh, God, I hope she's going to be all right. I'm not going to lose her, am I, Mrs. Jackson?
I don't know. But even if you do have the baby, you're going to have to give it up sooner or later.
Yeah, but I won't be able to keep her for a year, won't I? That's longer than I've ever had anything.
Well, the danger seems to have passed. Are you sure you haven't felt any more pain?
No, none. I'd tell you if I had.
Would you?
Yeah, of course I would. Where I come from, you can't afford to kid yourself.
Right. Well, let's get you back on your feet.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
No worries.
Good. Now, we'll take you back to the maternity wing. I want you to take it easy and get plenty of rest. And, stay out of Rose's way.
Yeah, if I can. She's a nutcase.
But taking her baby away from her didn't help.
No, I guess it didn't. Meg Jackson says you're going to have to take mine away, too.
It's a bit early to start getting you upset about that.
Oh, she wasn't trying to hassle me. She was just laying it on the line so I'd get used to it. What do you want? I can't get all that.
You'll think of something.
Will you do it?
Okay.
All right, you heard the bell. Now get moving. Hurry up, Latham. You were meant to be in the kitchen ages ago.
I got something might interest you, Miss Bennett.
Get that back, you little weasel! What? Don't play the innocent with me, Birdbrain. I caught you red-handed.
Sit down, Smith. Now, what's going on
This
here?
garbage guts can't give her thieving claws to herself.
I don't know what she's talking about, miss.
Just a minute, Smith. Latham should be doing that.
Oh, fair go, Miss Bennett. You can't expect a pregnant woman to carry a heavy thing like this.
Turn it over.
Eh?
You heard me, Birdsworth. Tip it out.
How the...
I'll handle this, thank you, Mr. Fletcher. I'm amazed you weren't onto them. You're getting careless, Smith. That little diversion with Birdsworth didn't fool me for 1 minute. You can all forget the buy-up this week. And I'm holding you responsible for this, Latham.
Oh, fair go, Miss Bennett. I'm not the only one who works in the kitchen, you know.
Now get back to work. And think yourselves lucky that I didn't take away all your privileges.
Oh, but we...
Get moving. After you've got those things back to the kitchen, you can clean up that mess.
Why pick on me?
Would you like to give her a hand, Smith?
You're getting real sharp, aren't you, Vera?
Just used to your tricks.
Here, how come I have to do all the dirty work?
You wouldn't want them getting suspicious, would you? And don't take too much of the fruit.
Bitch. Pat, he was... Well, I mean, what did he have to look forward to, Pat? 50 years in the loony bin?
Chrissie!
He's better off. He's better off, Pat. He's better off, Pat. He's better off, Pat. Better off? He's dead. You bitch. Davey's dead. Oh, my God.
Now get in here!
What's going on?
Oh, Doug,
Nurse,
Oh, Doug, my head, quick.
calm down.
She tried to kill me, Doug.
Just calm down.
You keep her away from me.
Come into the hospital. It's not serious. Well, how are you feeling?
I must have a hard old head. Here, Doc, is the baby going to be all right?
Yes, of course it is.
Oh, here, lay off. Doc, what are you trying to do to me? Well, how is it?
Oh, you'll live.
Can I go back to the laundry, then?
I'd have thought that was the last place you'd want to go.
Ew, what do you mean? I was the one that was attacked, you know, not the other way round. You sticking up for Pat?
Has it occurred to you that maybe you provoked her?
Oh, I didn't mean it like it sounded. It's just that... Well, what did the poor bugger have to look forward to anyway?
Well, I doubt whether the women will see it like that.
So they won't. So what? Anyhow, they're more likely to be angry with you after the way you shot Pat.
You can go back to the laundry if you wish. You're fit.
Thank you.
Run into a chair.
You know bloody well what happened.
Still keen on dressmaking.
Look, I know it's a bit late, Bea, but I'm really sorry for what I said to Pat. And I
Oh,
didn't think...
yeah.
I mean it, honest. I mean, if there was anything I could do, Bea, I'd do it. I
Did
swear.
you tell the screws why Pat laid into you?
Yeah, I swear I did, but by that time it was too late. I mean, she'd already attacked the dog, so it didn't make no difference.
You have turned over a new leaf, haven't you? Nagging on yourself.
Like I said.
What's the matter? You frightened of what Pat's going to do to you when she surfaces?
She's off her head, Bea. We're going to have to stick together, aren't we? Well, I mean, She won't do nothing while you're around, will she?
Fancy you asking me for protection.